Good morning. It's what day is it? Oh gosh, it's Thursday. It's like 8:30-ish, 8:35-ish right now. Today we are taking the train to Zollverein. Now that we have two Connors and we have to bring costumes, we can't all fit in the car. So yesterday Candace and Sveta took the train and we took the car, and today we're swapping. So we have to head out a little bit earlier than normal. Oh man, I'm tired. Yesterday the video shoot went really well. I didn't get home till like 10, and then I headed straight to Sarah and Patrick's place, and I was there till midnight working on music. So, okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hello.
Funny, because I ran into Uva this morning.
On our way to the tram, we ran into everyone from FTS, which was a nice surprise. And we're walking through the front entrance for the first time, for me at least, because we always park on like the other side of the campus and walking from the back. So it was really cool to see another part of the campus that I've never seen before. Today we have a showing at 3:30, and all that really means is we have an informal audience. It's a great way, I guess, for us to test to see how the audience will react to certain things and stuff like that. No pressure, kind of. We are finally on a lunch break. Rehearsal's going well. We did a lot of fine tuning again, and I realized I think I'm gonna stop showing you guys as many clips of rehearsal, because now it's always gonna be like that far away tripod shot. Because before, when we were working on sections, you know, I wasn't in something, so I could walk around, make it look interesting, and now it's kind of all the same boring shots. But rehearsal is going really well. Sorry. I'm gonna try and eat really fast so I can take a nap, because I am dying right now. Hi, Sean. Also, if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'm gonna try and convince everyone from Pearson Woodrick to do like a Q&A video for like one of our last vlogs. I don't know if I can get FTS people in, just because with the way our schedules work, but I'm gonna try. So if you have any questions about rehearsals, working with the company overseas, etc., leave it in the comment below. I realized also I never mentioned this, I don't think, but FTS has dancers from like all over the place, which is really cool. So if you have any questions for them specifically, I will try and track them down. And Candace is behind me. We are back for rehearsal. I think my nap made me like sleepier, but Candace feels better.
I feel great.
So I think the plan now is to work on stuff for another hour.
Half hour.
Yeah, half hour. Oh, right. Then, because then we have a half hour to get ready before the showing. Candace's shoelace just broke. Our costumes are finally falling apart. I hope mine don't break.
How do yours look?
I think they look okay. Audience just got here for our showing. Everyone's in our costumes. They're all taking pictures right now. 好丑啊.
不要啦.
Just finished the showing. So sweaty. It went really well. Everyone that came to see it loved it. So now we are getting out of our costumes. Alright, we are back home. So our showing went really well. Awesome responses. After our guests left, we met up again, talked about what worked, what didn't work, what we need to tweak tomorrow, what costume things need to still be fixed. Just thinking about costumes on Saturday, it's going to be so gross. So in case I have not made this clear yet, Dancing in Zollverein is really hard because the concrete is really hard, so there's no support for our bodies. So for those of you who aren't used to being in a dance studios will have some kind of sprung floor underneath. So that means there's like foam padding or cushioning or something, so when you jump and land or when you fall, a lot of the force is absorbed into the ground, so your body doesn't hurt as much. When you're on concrete, that doesn't happen. So if you jump and land really hard, you feel it all the way up to your knees, maybe past your knees, and your joints will hurt the next day. So when we're jumping and running, we feel it more in our bodies. We have to be much more careful. It's really dusty in there, so when we fall, we are breathing in all that dust. Kind of gross and maybe TMI, but like all of us after rehearsal or during breaks will blow our noses and it's black. Like that's how gross it is. And as we start sweating more, it starts to stick to our skin and our costumes. Some costumes end up being more black than yellow by the end of the piece. That's a little bit of an exaggeration, but not by a whole lot. So just thinking about Saturday, where we are going to be doing 3 shows back to back with an hour break in between, there's no time for our costumes to even dry, let alone be cleaned. So the first show will look great, and then second and third show, having to get back into those sweaty, gross clothes, just thinking about it, I'm like, ah! But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Also, I realized I never mentioned in yesterday's video, this video project, if you guys go back to when I did the video shoot with Courtney and Hannah, it's the same idea. So I'm trying to do more projects where I find a musician and a dancer or a couple of dancers, and we just collaborate to create something short and cool that we can use as a portfolio piece, but also just promotes collaboration within the arts, and it's a way for us to promote ourselves as artists. This time, the music that I'm using is by Jeff Dorfman, who I've worked with a lot at Maryland. He's done a lot of sound design for shows there, and he's the tech video guy at Dance Place, so I always see him a lot there. He's really awesome. I will put a link to his website below if you want to check out some of his work. And then of course, you guys know Jan and Maria. I started playing around with some of the footage last night just because I couldn't fall asleep. I was like, oh, I have to try something. So here's a quick sneak peek. Keep in mind, this is a draft. It might totally change by the time I get to the final product, or it might be the exact same. I haven't really done any color grading or anything. It was more playing with the sequencing, but enjoy. So I'm gonna get to editing, and I might be heading over to Sarah Patrique's place later to work on more music stuff. So I will see you guys tomorrow.